Hi guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome.
Y'all out here cutting up again.
There's major trouble for Jonathan Majors. By now, y'all have probably heard that he was found guilty of reckless assault and harassment. He was facing a total of 4 charges. They were misdemeanor charges,
Okay.
which kind of surprised me. I thought it was a little more serious than that, but he can still go to jail, so it's serious enough. But he was found not guilty of intentional assault in the 3rd degree and of aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree against his previous girlfriend, Grace Jabari. It was of March of this year when this incident happened. His lawyer said it's clear the jury did not believe Grace Jabari's story of what happened in the SUV because they found that Mr. Majors did not intentionally cause any injuries to her. We are grateful for that. We are disappointed, however, that despite not believing Ms. Jabari, the jury nevertheless found that Mr. Majors was somehow reckless while she was attacking him. This is their allegation.
Their statement.
So the altercation started in their chauffeur-driven car when Jabari spotted an explicit text from another woman. She allegedly grabbed his phone as that is when he whooped her ass, y'all. I can't say no other way. When he allegedly whooped her ass when she grabbed the phone. That's when it started.
And did. What you hiding?
So, now there's Ring doorbells, there's security cameras everywhere. So they have footage of certain events, parts of the, the incident. So there was some video with Majors trying to push her back into the vehicle because she had gotten out some kind of way. And Jabari chasing him down the street. There was, let me see, what else was the other footage? Let me see if there was, okay. I think that was the extent of the actual video. So I guess the chauffeur takes them home. I don't know. He leaves. There's a whole lot of in-between stuff. She's still there at the place. He says he thought that she was going to hurt herself or something. So he calls 911, y'all. She didn't even call 911. He calls. The police come to the house and find her. She's in a different bedroom, not the primary bedroom. And they find her sleeping. It's his apartment. And she has a fractured right finger and a laceration behind her ear that was bloody. So that's what the police found when they got there. And Jonathan Majors is saying, I guess he did say they had a fight.
A spat or
but
whatever,
he's saying that, I don't know. I went somewhere else and then I'm afraid that she hurt herself. So he calls the police. So, y'all, there's been a bevy of material related to Jonathan Majors, evidence of his past conduct. There's a whole lot of
it's not
stuff.
looking good.
So, Rolling Stone reported that he has a history of abusive behavior over the past 10 years. The investigation involved more than 40 interviews with people who knew him. So these weren't, it wasn't like, I saw something, but I don't know him. These are people that actually know him and know what's going on in his life, or did know back in the day. So the behavior extends back to his time at Yale. He went to Yale. He's a smart guy, David Geffen School of Drama, where some associates claim he had been involved in physical alterations. A concerning the current situation. There were 11 witnesses. There was surveillance video from 9 locations.
Damn.
Now, those were the 2 that they showed. Like, I guess the judge, you can't show everything, but that's what they showed. And Jabari's medical records from both the UK, so he jumped on it over there,
Girl.
and here. And then what did she say on the stand? So she said they met on the set of the Ant-Man and the Wasp. She is a dancer, and so they hired her to help him choreograph some different moves, I guess, in his role.
Okay.
So that's where they met. He quickly wooed her with poetry and early professions of love and left her affectionate notes. But as time wore on, Majors began acting angrily towards her whenever he felt disappointed or slighted. He also repeatedly threatened suicide. Now listen to this. Y'all that follow us, you will, this sounds familiar. Once when Jabari had returned home with a friend after they'd been drinking at a pub, Majors became angry, telling her that she needs to live up to the standards of Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama because, and I quote, "I am a great man doing great things." Who does that sound like, y'all?
This is giving Keke Palmer's baby's father.
Right? Those vibes.
It's giving, you owe me this because I am a man.
Y'all, this
bangs chest while saying it.
This is just crazy to me.
So this is I'm going to spin this in a way. This is the positive of all of this. There are warning signs. I mean, like literally, if you've listened to our podcast, we've covered, this is probably about the 3rd situation like this. Love bombing is a thing. If it's coming on super heavy, super thick, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying if it all of a sudden stops, that's your sign that they're love bombing you. Because some people do fall really hard, really fast, and they do all the things, and they're just, I'm a certified lover girl, so I'm one of those people, very nice. But when it just stops all of a sudden, and then they start pulling back, they're love bombing you. Go ahead and get out of there.
It's your fault.
Right. Get out of there.
Like you did something to
get
make
out of there.
me...
Run before they go upside your head. I'm just going to say it.
Well, and the thing with this, by the way, y'all, he's dating...
Meagan Good.
Yes.
Run.
Who just got out of a marriage with a preacher.
Please get out.
Oh
Please
my
run.
gosh.
Please
so
run.
the sad thing with this, now Keke, her guy, as far as I know, I'm sure he's had girlfriends or whatever, but it's not to this extent.
Well,
where there's evidence of some stuff.
I'm going to say this, maybe not with.
You think
I'm gonna disagree because when Keke's mom, who is notoriously private, went live on, I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram. I think it was Instagram. Remember, this had happened before, and she, as a mother, went to his family to speak to them.
Had happened to Keke with him?
Yes, had happened to Keke with him. So this had happened, and his brother was like, "It's no big deal. I used to be like that too." Like he'll calm down eventually. Okay. So I mean, to some extent, this is a family ordeal in this situation, which is a problem.
Which
is a big
oftentimes
problem.
Happens.
Oh, of course. Like,
excuse me.
I'm not saying there aren't one-offs. I'm not, of course, but a lot of times this is a learned behavior.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
you've seen someone else do it.
What, like, y'all? Like my friend, she told another one of my friends, and at a certain age, y'all, we just can't be doing all this. She said, "Don't come to us talking about you in love and you ain't did no background check."
That's it.
That's about what you have to do now.
Listen,
you need to investigate a little bit.
But here's the thing: believe them the first time. Believe them the first time. The first time someone treats you like shit for no apparent reason, that's the beginning. Period.
But you know what? Especially this is a celebrity, so it would be fairly easy to do. You can cyber stalk folks.
Oh, baby.
Find their Facebook.
I am a whole FBI agent.
I need to know why you broke up with the other girlfriends, what was going on. Usually there are some signs that this is who you are.
Yes.
So if before I got involved, even if there had been no allegations, I would still kind of want to find out.
I want to know what's happening.
Just want to know.
And here's another red flag. If you go to date someone and it's always their ex's fault, they're the fucking problem.
Right.
There's your gift.
Right.
There is your gift. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That anytime
we know
there's two sides.
Well, there's three.
There's three.
Your side, his side, and the truth. We know that. Everybody has their role in the mess. So when someone
is always just the other person's
fault.
fault.
Own it. Just own it. If they're not owning it and she was crazy, she's a bitch, she's whatever. Or he too, both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a definite problem.
It's a big red flag, if you ask me.
Oh my gosh, y'all, this is just so,
I'm just going to say it, and I hate to make this prediction. Meagan needs to run.
I think so too.
Period. This is who this person is. And
but she was going with him to the trial and everything, and just like, and please, okay, go. Not just Meagan, but whoever out there, please don't be that girl that says, he's not that way with me.
Yet.
There's always those. Like, he did it with her, but he's not like that with me. Yet. Exactly.
Yet is what it really is.
Because he's that way. And this, Jonathan has a long history of this. This is not a recent development. This has been going on over 10 years, according to Rolling Stone. But, you guys, Marvel has dropped him. His management and his PR firms have dropped him.
I saw.
The U.S. Army paused an ad campaign that featured him. And Valentino mutually agreed he wouldn't be attending the Met Gala. I guess he has some kind of a collaboration with Valentino. And the Texas Rangers, our hometown team, dropped him from a Texas, 2023 ad campaign, Texas Ranger ad campaign.
That's
so he's lost work over it.
If you don't keep your hands to yourself for no other reason, it ought to be to keep your money, right?
Right?
I said it. I said it. If you don't do it for any other reason, I want to keep my money right.
This is what I told Natasha. Now, you notice these folks that's jumping on women, these men that jump on women. And lately, there's been a plethora of them. We've talked about some, Diddy and some others, and more allegations keep every week.
Every week,
some more people have been accused of stuff. But notice they don't jump on men. Do you notice that, y'all? Like, if you like to fight, get out here and find you
a man,
a big old man,
that's
and get after it.
But they're not going to.
They don't do that
because you want to dominate, you want to manipulate, you want to control. That's really what you like. Because if it was about fighting, you would just join a boxing club.
Right.
It's too easy, especially as a celebrity. You got the money to join. You don't even need money. Most boxing clubs, just to have your presence there, it would increase their membership numbers. So they would just have you there. No, you don't want to be. You just want to control and beat up on women.
My dad went to a Catholic boys' school, and when they would get in fights, this is in high school, a certain priest would grab the two that were fighting, give them boxing gloves, take them to the basement. Now get after it.
Listen.
And just go
ahead and get at your sister.
These type of men, you would think, like, if you want to do that, there's another guy that wants to do that.
That's not what it is for them.
Yeah, but this is not, and it infuriates me. My prayer for Meagan, Lord, please, I'm praying we don't hear of anything happening with her.
I hope she leaves at the first sign of this isn't what I thought it was.
We don't even need a sign, do we? I just hope she leaves.
For this case, we don't, but
I just
but if you're with him at court and everything, you're not looking to leave, which is so concerning to me.
It is.
I said it.
It's so sad, you guys. This is awful. But what are the takeaways from this? I guess we wanted to come on and just talk to y'all about it. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with Kiki.
Yes.
Women need to reach out and share.
Yes.
Like, if you have dated an abuser and of the next girl, and she might be a friend of a friend or somebody knows her or something, I'd pull her aside. I just want to let you know.
I did that in college, and it was received the way that most of you are thinking. no, da 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 da. It wasn't.
But I bet she thought about it.
But I tell you one thing: the first time he hit her, she was done, and she told me, she was like, I just wanted to apologize because it happened. He got mad, yada, yada, yada. I don't even know what went wrong. And I was like, okay, well, if you need me, let me know. And honey, she was with someone else soon after that. Like, she didn't stay and go through it. And so, I mean, that was it. Like, and when I told my mom, like, I think I'm going to tell her, she's like, well, you know, she's not going to believe you because she's going to say, well, that's how it was with you. And she did. But at least she didn't stay that one time. Honey, she was done.
I think it's always good when you share with something. Sometimes people don't receive it in whatever capacity. It might not be an abusive type thing. It could be anything else. But I do think you plant the seed.
Yes.
And that later on they get to thinking like,
right.
So it's worth it just to say it because you did your part.
That's it.
So but honey, I would encourage women to share their stories with other women.
Yes.
If you see the next girl and there's any way you can talk to her, I would.
Yes, definitely.
And like Natasha said, know the signs. There are some definite signs, love bombing and this, I'm going to commit suicide if you don't come back, that bullshit.
Now, let me tell you, there's a plethora, and I might put some links down in the notes section if you want to look at it, guys. There are so many good YouTube videos on how to deal with that because that is such a strong manipulation tactic. And I'm here to tell you, if you are not a therapist, if you are not a psychiatrist, or you are not a trained counselor, you do not have the capacity to sway someone who is genuinely ready to commit suicide. So we have to stop jumping in and thinking.
But do you think these men?
No, they don't mean it. They don't mean it. But I'm simply telling you,
it's such a strong thing that you.
Right. But I'm telling you,
something.
That's you heard it here.
They manipulated you.
You don't have the capacity to help them, even if they are being for real. So I'm going to put some resources down there because I think that catches people off guard.
You can always call the suicide
prevention hotline. Yes,
if that happens and you are concerned, which you have a heart, which is why they said it. But all I'm saying is, baby, but they don't mean it. These folks don't.
Number one, they don't mean it. Number two, you can't do a damn thing about it.
Yeah, but you can call the hotline and get some
help. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So just be aware of the signs. Call the hotline, and we can put some numbers for
domestic
abuse. Yes. So absolutely. If you need some help and you find yourself in that situation, or you have a friend, you can get some help from that source. Up next, our picks for the sexiest man alive this week. But first, a message from our sponsor.
So what are we on now? It's been about a month, and
we've been drinking.
I'm still digging it, guys.
Magic Mind.
Oh, and okay, so you could technically add it to coffee. I don't. Mainly because there's already caffeine in my coffee, so I don't want to overdo it. But
I'm weird about, now this is just me. I am so specific and just only certain
about
flavors.
Yes.
I don't do hazelnut. There's a lot of things that people love in coffee that I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of weird like that. But I think the taste is just fine to chug.
I agree, but you know what you can put it in because it's so sweet? Eggnog, and you don't taste it.
Oh, that would be a good.
Do you like eggnog? Actually, I just thought about this.
I do. I don't do it much because I'm allergic to eggs now and dairy.
That's right.
So I just don't need to have it. But I do, and I have a great
dairy
recipe.
Actually, mine's dairy free. I'm going to bring you some.
Okay.
It's almond milk based. So come to think of it,
but eggs. There's no eggs in it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm. It's
so
a vegan
it's not really eggnog.
I mean, it's good enough for me. Don't judge your mama. But because eggnog is it's so fattening.
Oh, it is.
I love it, but it's not good for you.
It's like whipped
sugar
cream.
And like
a milkshake.
You're literally
like a boozy milkshake.
It is.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
But it's just a once a year thing.
But it kind of works out because I get my little double, add this in, and then it elevates kind of mental clarity. I feel like that's my favorite part.
Yes. And it has ashwagandha and turmeric.
Yes.
So ashwagandha has really helped me with menopausal symptoms.
I think that's so cool because mine, I do it for anxiety. So I was like, oh, I like that this is like a 2-part.
And stress. And turmeric is good for achy joints and things.
Now that's what I do for.
that aspect is really good for me.
But it's kind of a threefer. Like, it has a little something for focus.
Yes.
Something for energy.
For
and then
immunity.
Something to help you, right, for your immunity.
For
and then
mood.
To help you de-stress, which is
it's
part of your
all
mood.
the things.
And I feel like if you're like me, you're doing a little bit of these anyway.
Yes.
Like, I do lion's mane mushroom coffee. And then I also do like vitamin B and I do matcha. So I feel like I was already doing all of these.
But this combines
combines it. It just fits in my purse.
Doesn't need refrigeration.
No. If I go walking, guys, I just put it in my little fanny pack.
Be good in a smoothie, I think.
And good with juice. It is good with juice as well. I like it. Now, I will tell you all this. According to other reviews, they said that for them it took like 5 to 10 days. I would say about 3 days for me, but I'm really self-aware. And again, because I already practiced, like, okay, I need this for focus. I need this for energy. Let me be mindful of the caffeine. I think I kind of already know what to look for, what it is that I'm looking for, but I love it. If you want to find our link, it will be under goodies on our highlights, because Instagram is where everybody goes, and then we'll put it on the website too.
Yes, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Sprouts.
Yes, I love me some Sprouts, and that's where I grabbed mine actually. Before the Amazon package came, I got mine at Sprouts.
Yes.
So, and it's right there in their supplemental
we're
section.
In cold and flu season.
Yes.
So we're all trying to boost our immunity system. So this is a great way to do that.
And if you were like me and you're out of PTO days, this is how you get over your little afternoon slump. If you're stuck in the office. Yes. So if you use it, please email us. We want to know what you think of it. So you can tag us on Instagram at Are You Free for Coffee Podcast, or you can email us at areyoufreeforcoffee@gmail.com. During hard times, it can get really difficult if you don't have anyone to talk to. Being alone with your thoughts can be an isolating feeling that can allow negativity to consume you.
This is why we are sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in under 48 hours.
Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. So many people use BetterHelp that they are currently recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. That's betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. Sponsors.
I feel like I've just swerved into oncoming traffic this week.
Did you?
I did. So guys, I want to put out there that this person is too young for me. And I suddenly see what Lisa means when I'm like, no, it's not a big deal.
We're both robbing the cradle this week.
I Wikipedia this person and I was like, oh God, I'm a child molester.
Going into a new year. So
we just all types of frisky here. But I'm going to pick them. I love them. Y'all know I'm a football fan. Lisa could care less. But I love Jake Ferguson. He is number 87 for the Dallas Cowboys. He was a tight end. I believe he played for Wisconsin not long ago, y'all, because the boy was born in 1999.
He's younger than all my kids.
That's nasty. I was a grown-up. I'm struggling. But your boy is fine. And his sneaker game is like what dreams are made of. And I like him. I'm rooting for him. Y'all know I bet money on the games. And he's always kind of my saving grace. Oh, yeah, always.
Okay, I am picking, and I hope I don't butcher his name, y'all. Is it Sope? It's Sope is his first name. Doriso.
He's a cutie.
He's so cute. He was in Mr. Malcolm's List, which is a very Bridgerton, Jane Austen type old-timey movie. And he's currently, I'm watching him. I'm sure it wasn't made that current, the seasons, but Slow Horses, which is on Apple. If you like kind of spy thrillers with a touch of humor.
Okay.
He's in that too, but he's so tall, dark, and handsome.
He is. He is
really, really cute.
And younger than your usual.
Way, girl.
But he's a grown up.
He was born the same year as my youngest son. So that's just sick. But he is so cute with the British accent, which is so cute.
I wanted to save you, but
in Slow Horses. Now, Mr. Malcolm, it's Bridgerton-ish, but there's no sex, so we don't see anything. But in Slow Horses, he has a little scene.
Okay.
And, you see him in his skivvies, and he's...
Listen, y'all know I like a little chocolate in the morning.
He is so handsome.
He is handsome.
I was like, oh, wait.
If he's Connor's age, I'd go for it.
He's really
it may be too young for you, but that's still.
It's not, but I'm passing it on to others.
Be blessed.
So you can
in the new year. Be blessed.
I don't know anything about his private life. I don't know if he's in a relationship. We don't know. But Google him, and if you're in that age range,
living the Delulu with
you're
us,
welcome.
Honey.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. All right, loves. Thank you for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode, find blessings in the new year, and take joy in the little things. Until next time.
Part of the Boundless Audio Podcast Network.